Welcome back to Straight Talk.
Hey, that's good. All right, that's good. We were talking about the taxation issue, and one of the points that we wanted to bring up was...
Well, just that, I think that the community has to be, I guess, a little more vocal as far as the taxing is concerned in this community. And you know what, regardless of whether it's affecting you today, it's going to affect you tomorrow.
Right.
And what's happening and how is it going to affect you later on, because it's daily. I mean, council is trying to deal with small stuff here and there, but it's affecting too many things. And not enough people are saying something about it. It's the gas is the same thing. The taxing on the gas is the same thing. Is it the owners against the community? Is it the owners against the community and the council? Is it, is that going to be resolved? If it's not? And I think that the leaders of the day should be more vigilant in doing that and taking something and moving quicker than what they are.
Right.
Or if they are, then tell us. It's always like nobody knows what are they doing something or they're not. We're meeting with them or we're not meeting with them. So.
Well, it's a large issue. There's a lot of key points. There's a lot of things going on, but so as a community member, where would you go to find out about this type of information?
Well, that's what I'm saying is I think that the council needs to put more out so people don't have that gray area and are not sure what's going on. But I mean, at the same time, if you have questions, you have to go and ask. People are sitting around their kitchen tables just talking about it, but you need to get out and get more information as much as possible anyway. I guess the biggest thing right now in regards to the taxing thing and all the other problems we talked about this almost every show, we'll probably talk about it until that bridge is done, but all the problems that are happening there are the concerns that are going on. Now there was a recent complaint about Carl Horn on one of the talk shows on the radio where he made some allegations about NBC's owners, and now I believe they made a complaint and
to council? To council,
and I believe to the radio station itself. The information that I was told is that the radio station already apologized for them.
Right.
But anytime a guest comes on, they have no control over what they're going to say 100%.
Of what they're going to say, yeah, exactly.
And then they also put a disclaimer, the same thing as we usually do. So the thing is they apologize that he said that, but where's it going to go from here? Whether or not the complaint, where's the complaint going to go? I mean, there's been other complaints about Carl, but some people say, so what? Other people say, some are for, some are against. So Carl is a cowboy, he's also a Boy Scout. And, I like Carl, but I think that this is the second time that I know in the last 2 years that he's gone to bail Rhonda out. And I have a problem with that. As a council chief, she should be, if she's going to take on a portfolio, she needs to do it. Don't always have somebody helping you out. What kind of leader is she showing? She keeps backing away. She don't want to talk about it anymore. She's intimidated and all these things. Don't complain about it. You took on that job. I think that that may hurt her in the next election. Is because she takes on portfolios and then she walks away from them and allows somebody else to do the work for her, even though in the background she's doing it, but she won't get in front of the community and discuss it because of whatever reason she feels that she feels intimidated, I guess, by some of the comments and things like that. But you took on that job, you have to do it.
But I mean, like as a public figure, as an elected official, you're under scrutiny of the community at all times, and a lot of times what you say and what you do, even in your personal life, is reflective of what kind of leader you are, and the community, because the community is basically the one that elected you, that you do have to be answerable for your actions.
And then they have to remember, we're winding down. This is the last year. This is when all the councilors are going to go and hide in the corner somewhere. Or they're gonna talk about all the things that they've done for the last 3 years or 2 years, which is in some cases nothing.
Almost nothing, yeah.
You know, but according to them, they're gonna come up with this long laundry list of stuff that they've done. Or everything that they were working on and that they're holding and they're not telling the community, they're gonna come out and say, look what I did. Now I got this and this and this, so that's all their bonuses leading up to it. And nothing changes from one election to the next, it's always the same, just the faces change. Talking about changing faces, didn't they skin some animals on the island?
Yeah, yeah. No, well, I mean, this is a community concern.
What a segue!
You know, like nice segue, nice. But I mean, there's been some reports of is it several or a few animals or 2 animals that have been found on the island or in the vicinity of the island that have been dead carcasses and apparently mutilated and murdered, or however you want to put it, but they're finding the remains of animals. Skinned.
So whether or not it's another animal or where somebody actually went and skinned them and...
Yeah. Well, if it's a big animal that's skinning these big dogs, I'd be afraid too. You know, I'd be concerned. But I mean, no. But seriously, I mean, I think it's just indicative of maybe a sick mind, or somebody in the community that we should be concerned about.
With a lot of people here, we should be concerned about. this guy specifically should be watched.
Well, historically speaking, like I said, all good serial killers all started somewhere.
Could be the monkey dog.
Could be the monkey dog. And speaking of the island, one of our banner events of the year is coming up this weekend here in Kahnawake, which is I believe it's the 21st edition of the Echoes of a Proud Nation powwow.
Well, it started in 91.
Yeah.
So 20 years, or they call it 21st, but it's 20.
Okay.
So it's there, you know. At least get rid of those animals.
Yeah.
Clean up those carcasses. I know that
It's a
they're
health
cleaning the
issue.
ground. And don't forget to support the powwow.
Right.
I like, you know what? I always say I'm not going.
Yeah, me too.
And then friends come over that I haven't seen in a long time from another community, and then they come and I got to bring them to the powwow. And they're calling for nice weather though. Fingers crossed.
We have a booth there this year, so we'll be spending the whole weekend there. Hopefully it'll be a nice one. It usually rains every year.
Yeah.
We expect that.
Last year though, it rained one day, but it swamped everything. It got really, really hot the next day, but it was so, like the ground was so spongy and you walk around, you were soaking wet. But it's to be expected. They elevated the dance ground, so...
The arboretum or the
last year was new, so even that was spongy after the weather. Hopefully they fixed the irrigation problems in there. But
well, it's not too hot and muggy for the dancers.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I prefer the heat. But last year, like I said, that one day it rained and it wasn't even the whole day, and then it got really, really hot. But the rest of the days it was hot. The tents that they had, people were like crushed in it.
And nobody sells umbrellas. Yeah. So if you come in, bring some umbrellas.
Exactly.
You know, because we always thought that
rain
one
or
kiosk
shine.
who had the umbrellas at powwow would make a killing.
Look at in New York City. You've been in New York City a few times.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Walk down the street on a sunny day. You don't see any umbrellas.
Right.
As soon as it rains, every single corner they have an umbrella for like $10. And everybody's buying umbrellas.
Dollar umbrellas for $5, and you see broken umbrellas all over the place.
But it helps you for the time being, you know. And
it keeps you dry, your head dry.
I don't think I ever bought an umbrella until I went to New York.
But it's good for the sun, and it definitely is good for the sun as well.
So don't forget to go to the powwow, support it.
And on Friday night they have the traditional social.
Yeah.
I believe it starts at 7 o'clock at the island. That's put on by the Kaniakahaga Ongwawana Rauti Jokwa. So.
And I think they have a social Saturday night too, don't they?
I don't think so.
No,
I'm not sure. But I know like they have something, and of course it's a no alcohol event.
Echoes of a Proud Nation.
Yeah. So just remember that. Please respect the ideals of the powwow. That was one of the things that came up, to not use in several of the alcohol serving establishments in our area to try not to use it. But it is a marketing tool as well, and there's going to be a lot of guests in our community. So let's.
What are you selling there?
Nothing. Carpet cleaning.
I thought you. Oh, yeah.
No, my wife has the booth, not me.
Oh.
Okay.
No, she's
There's not many
she's going to
carpets
be
there.
exhibiting her artwork. Her mother-in-law also is going to have her beadwork there.
Okay.
We did it, I think 2 years ago. We had a nice time though. I enjoyed sitting there for the day. A lot of people walk by. I get to
Yeah.
talk to a lot of new people. A lot of people come from different nations too, and I like seeing that. I like seeing other people coming in. Cultural exchange.
Well,
Yeah,
don't forget to see the powwow this weekend coming up.
Saturday and Sunday there's bus service.
Bus service.
Yeah, there's increased bus service on the weekend. I mean,
I hope there's not increased traffic on the bridge.
The traffic is going to be in 2 ways.
And then
So
they're talking
just
about
remember
that may affect the powwow because of the bridge and.
Yeah, but that was a given anyway. It was going to be probably one lane in each direction.
Yeah.
So
I've been traveling the bridge lately. It's not so bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad depending on what time you can get through there.
The only problem is that what happens at the end of the day on the weekend, you know what I mean, as far as the powwow is concerned, how people try to get over. People don't mind sometimes waiting in traffic to come in to go back. But anyway, have a good weekend at the powwow. Go and enjoy yourself and have a good time. Jeremiah, thank you very much for coming in. You're welcome to come back again.
Thank you very much.
Christine, again, it's nice to see you. You've been watching Straight Talk. If you have any questions or comments surrounding this show or any of our shows, email us at mohawktv@hotmail.com or call us at 450-632-NEWS. That's 450-632-6397. Nyawa and Onigiwahi.
Ona.
Anna.